There is no such thing as failure. Failure is just life trying to move us in another direction.
Voices of virtue.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Voices of Virtue. As always, we are so excited to have you, always with expectancy, loving to have you to join in with us. Not just you, your family too, your friends, church members, co-workers. Always invite them, share it. Y'all, I know you have a story. Yeah, you have a story. You may think you don't, but you do. You have a story. And guess what? That story is for His glory. It's for His glory. He allowed you to have a story for His glory. And when we think about a story, we think about a book. There's the cover and there's the back cover. But with the cover and the back cover, that's that whole inside. Whole inside. And you know the old cliche said, don't judge a book by its cover. Because it can have a title, and that title could make you think it's one thing, but it could be something totally different once you get to reading it. And while I'm saying that, it's like this. When you have a story, you don't supposed to look like what you're going through or what you've been through. I can remember so many times in testifying in life, situations and circumstances in life or whatever, and I can remember so many times people say, you don't look like you going through that. You don't look like you've been through that. No, we don't supposed to. Why? Because when we look like what we're going through tough times or whatever, bad times or whatever, we can lose witnesses like that because people are watching and they need a word from the Lord. You know, every time before I go before the people, there's this song by Donnie McKirkland that he made. We need a word from the Lord. And that's what I always tell him. But not just for that. We always need a word from him. It's good to have those people that encourage us, But there is nothing better than his word. Nothing better than his word. So with our life, because our life is really an open book. It's a story, yeah. Because that's what we do. We live when God brings us here. We're basically living a life. That's what we're doing. And that's why the Bible, as we always say, basic instructions before leaving the earth. We've all heard that before. Yeah. So our story lines up with the Bible. We have to have that in order to make it. We can't. Let me say this. A lot of times, some people think because of quote unquote what they may have in the tangible that they don't need God. Nah, that's not true. A lot of times people think because some people have gifts, such as a gift of prophecy, that they hear and see everything. I've even heard this before. People used to say this one particular person that really does have a gift of prophecy said, well, I thought she walked in prophecy. Why she didn't see that? Why she didn't see that? You know what? If God was to tell us everything beforehand, talking myself, if he was to tell Cheryl everything before it happened, if he was to tell me everything, I believe Cheryl probably have that spirit up. Well, I need to pray. I already know what's going to happen. I already know what it's going to be like. What I need to pray for. What I need to fast for. What I need to call on him for. What I need to get radical for him for. What I need to get crazy for him for. What I need to be having crazy faith for. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not there. Thank God I'm not there. But I'm just saying. There may be people like that. Oh, I got enough money. Money can buy me out of this. Money can buy me out of that. Okay. You know the devil, he's a deceiver, He's a liar, the father of liars, He get in that mind, baby. Let me tell you something. You ever heard of somebody having a reprobated mind? A reprobated mind. They never see no wrong, never do no wrong in their eyesight, in their mind. Yeah. So I'm saying that to say in your story, you're going to go through some bumps and bruises. That's why you have different, like a book has different chapters. Okay. You're going to go through different phases in life, whereas this happened, that happened, this happened, that happened. But guess what? You are more than a conqueror. You're going to get through it. Because he already knows everything, every hair on our head. He knows. He knows. But putting our faith in him. I say this all the time, and I have an image of it. I keep it on my phone a lot. And it says, pray, trust, and wait. Pray, trust, and wait. So with that story, that life story that you have, use it for his glory. It is his glory. We can't give the enemy God's glory. He can't take it. It does not belong to him. We can't give it to him. When he was kicked out of heaven, he lost all his rights. He gets nothing. Nothing. What he gets is what we give him. Okay? And he can't do anything unless God allows him. So I tell you this, whatever the plot is of your story, your life, you better keep going through it. Because guess what? There is an ending. But how will your ending be for your story? Are you going to have a happy ending? Are you going to have a glorified ending? Or are you going to have an ending that the whole world will say, you know what? I am so glad I read her book. I am so glad I heard about her life or his. I'm so glad because it taught me something. It gave me strength. It encouraged me. It gave me power. It gave me hope. That's what it does. And that's how he gets his glory behind it. Because the story brings his glory. Yes, it does. So just remember, whatever your story is, it's just a divine direction that's taking you to your destiny. So guess what? Get up and start moving. Don't pay attention to the detours and stop during the detours. Go. Okay? Finish your destiny. Get to it. And remember, there's no one to be and no one to do a better you. Thank you for tuning in to Voices of Virtue. We love you.